Greetings, Widow Nation. Wow, that game was way more close than I thought it was gonna be. Now, did I see this game potentially going overtime? Yes, but not the way it did go overtime, with TCU coming back at near the end of the fourth quarter in about 2 or 3 minutes or so and scoring 10 points. And I did not see it in any way of it going to a triple overtime. Well, this is it's really one of the most nail-biting games I've witnessed. I mean, confound these Raiders sometimes. I mean, I'm gonna end up being alcoholic by the time the season's over. Games are gonna be this close continuously. But congrats and hats off to Texas Christian. You played a hell of a game on both sides of the ball, especially your defense, which I really didn't talk about it too much in my pregame video because I didn't get much chance to preview it, but I wish I did more things over because it is a dangerous defense as we saw since the first half of each half, the first quarter of each half. Your defense really held our offense in check, especially that third quarter when we got about negative yardage total. I mean, I have not seen that in a game ever. I mean, sure, I see, 20, 30 yards a game per quarter, but never like a negative number. And your offense was also pretty good too. It's definitely a clutch offense. I mean, they play well near the end games and they can clinch it easily. For I'm not sure what happened to our defense near the end, but TC's offense made joke rate near the end of the fourth quarter. But luckily, it didn't affect the outcome too much, thankfully. But again, good job to TCU. And I hope this is the beginning of a good rivalry. Now on to what I thought of our team. Now, from what I saw, from what I think missing Amaru from this game kind of hold us a bit at some places, since we did lose a big target and a powerful weapon. So we really didn't pass the ball that well at all. So we didn't give up a lot of turnovers, but we didn't really complete that many big passes too much. I mean, sure, Sefdegi did have a good game with the amount of touchdowns he scored, but it was not a clean win. It was ugly, and I think both our fans can agree with this that there was a piss poor officiating this game. I mean, there were holding calls against TCU. I mean, TCU was holding on our players, and they weren't called. And there was, of course, the blown catches that were only overturned due to review. But those are more or less understandable since it was like by an elbow and a tiny fraction of a body. So if a ref missed that, I can understand. And I'm sure there was some calls that we didn't get to see on camera. But if you're a TCU fan at the game, did you see any missed calls for your team? Because I can't think of one. I know that although I heard TCU fans complaining about them from the internet forums I was going to. But I don't know. Let's tell me down in the comments. And our defense was kind of not as best today. Now, whether or not that is showing of the power of the offense of TCU, or that our defense decided not to play us hard. I mean, it did play hard, but it had a problem stopping the run today. I mean, it did fine get the passing game. I mean, hell, I mean that tip interception catch, that was amazing. But it was not our best game as a defense or as an offense. I mean, the only power team that did extremely well today was our special teams. I mean, they did an okay job, blocking TCU's great run back. I mean, they didn't really let him break through too much. And we had the onside recovery, which pretty much gave us the game. Not gave us the game, but it's one of the main factors of why we won the game. Now, we gotta mention the run we had today. Why were we running the ball continuously when it was kind of obvious that running the ball against TCU's defense wasn't giving us anything at all? I mean, we got pushed back and back and back again. I mean, we broke through a few times, but on second and long, we're trying to run the ball, yet we're getting pushed back a few yards for throwdown. Try to run it and throw the short, get pushed back. I mean, I was saying, come on, man. Stop running it. Throw it. Throw it. Running it's not doing anything. I'm glad we won. Well, I would have had a major fight and a lot to say about the running the ball. I mean, as I said, this was not a clean game at all. On the officiating side, on the offensive and defense side of our ball. We did not play a complete game. This was like the Iowa State game all over again. I mean, was there a bit left over from the West Virginia game? The high? Possibly. I don't know. Whatever what the problem was, it was a close game, alright, but a little bit too close for comfort. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up here before I drone on some more. Next week we take on Kansas State, and from the looks of things, they should beat West Virginia in a major blowout. So they're gonna be coming off a big win, like we are. In essence, this is a big win, and that's probably be the game of the Big 12 that week. Next week, that is. So, until next time, Raider Nation. Yeah, guns up, Raider Power, Wreck 'em Tech.